Hi, my name is Annika Rayburn, and my topic is going green in the workplace, and I will be covering this for the class Business Communication Management 3510. I believe that over the past year, our lives have been drastically changed due to COVID-19, with a lot of us working from home, doing schoolwork from home, teaching from home. Everything's just been different. So I truly believe that going green in the workplace is something that's been more important than ever over the past year and a half. What is the first thing a company should do? Here are some simple facts that I've listed just to kind of break down what it means to really go green in a workplace and why I think it's important for each company and each business out there to do so. Each person in a business setting uses 500 disposable cups per year. Photocopies in an office can range from 400 to 300 billion per year. 21 million tons of paper are used each year in an office setting. When you hear those numbers, it's just a little bit crazy to think that that's really how much paper and how much plastic we're using in an office alone, let alone without shopping, without grocery stores, without clothing, without shipping. Next, I want to talk about how an office can cut down on paper. Cutting down on paper, I believe, is to be one of the most important things that communities and businesses can do. Cutting down on paper can make a huge difference in an office's carbon footprint. Just changing to recycled pulp can save around 17 trees, 7,000 gallons of water, and around 390 gallons of oil. When you hear those numbers, it's honestly crazy to think that that's how much trees, or how many trees can be saved and how many gallons of water can be saved, let alone the oil. In a workplace, if one can just focus on using just recycled paper alone, think about the difference that would be made. Next, I want to discuss cutting out on unnecessary waste. In any business, there are multiple ways to cut waste more than one would think. Here are some examples that I've listed. Reduce packaging. Now, in stores that are in California and Colorado that I've seen for myself, when you go grocery shopping or when you go shopping, they make you pay for the plastic bags at like a Target or Whole Foods. So they advise you and kind of encourage you to bring your own, which is, I think, really interesting, and I just think that should be implemented more around the country, especially here in the South. I also think it's important for workplaces to encourage employees to use reusable Tupperware and bottles, provide reusable kitchen utensils and dinnerware, provide easy, accessible filtered water, and to create teams that go out and do service work for the community, whether that be cleaning up by the Mississippi River for our people here in Memphis, or going to other places that are in different cities if you were to live somewhere else, such as cleaning up a beach. I think these can make big differences in our community as well as helping out our carbon footprint. Next, I want to discuss changing up your commute to work. Touching on this topic, it's obviously not possible for all people and/or all cities, but when possible, this is a huge way to cut down on waste that is being emitted into the air. If your work is close enough that you are able to walk, bike, or take public transit, then truly think about doing so. One small step is listed here on this diagram that I've put next to all my words, and it's small steps to stop idling. And to be honest, I didn't really know what idling was, as I'm not much of a car person. But when you look it up and when you research it, that's just stopping in traffic stops such as Poplar or Germantown Parkway. And thinking back to the times that I've been to other cities, it is crazy to think how many people sit in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So to cut down on that alone, think about how much gas would be taken out of the air itself. Each year, there's around 100 million gallons of fuel that is emitted into the air just in traffic alone. Also, another thing to note would to be kind to the fellow bikers when you see them. They are only trying to be kind to our planet. I wanted to continue with changing up your commute to work and stating that a carpool might be something that you could do here in Memphis. Once you begin working for a business or corporation, you're bound to make friends and connections. Therefore, use those connections into implementing carpool to your work if your commute allows you to do so. Not only are you helping the planet, but you're also helping yourself by saving money on gas, as well as not putting miles on your car. This will cut down on emissions that are transmitted to the air and also cut down on the carbon footprint of not only yourself, but also your business. Lastly, I want to touch on using energy-efficient products. There are many things that go into making an office run smoothly. And the simplest things are down to the bulbs that hang over our heads. I'm sure right now, wherever you are, there's something plugged in, whether it be a TV, a lamp, your computer, or even your phone. Something that you could do simply in a business or even in your own home is to change out the bulbs to ones that are energy efficient and LED lights, not only to provide a brighter workspace or a brighter area in your home, but that is one that is using less energy. Also, you can notify employees that when they are leaving their job to unplug things around them such as your printer, computer, lamps, or scanners that will not be in use while you're gone. To wrap up, I want to just talk about the most important things that I covered today. 1. Cutting down on paper products in every possible way. 2. Use recycled paper if needing to use paper at all. 3. Reduce packaging when and where you can. 4. Change up your commute to work by biking, walking, taking public transit, or carpooling with coworkers or friends that are nearby or that work nearby. Lastly, change out your products to more energy efficient ones and unplug your workspaces before leaving each day. Here are my references listed below, and I just want to say I hope all these things can help you not only be more green in your workspace, but more green at home. Thank you so much for listening,